Welcome to the Daily App Show iPhone edition. Today we're looking at the app iVocAudio. iVocAudio is a new app available in the App Store, and basically what this app allows you to do is to create audio quizzes or tests that you can set up yourself, and you can then test yourself on certain knowledge for whatever reason, whether you want to use it for actual studying for test taking or just simply for fun. You can do that here. And what you do to get started is you come in here into this folders tab, and you have these folders here. Now these are folders. There's an original folder that will be here, this first folder, but you can add other ones. As you can see, I've already set up a few of these. But to create a new test, I simply come up here and add a folder, and then what I'm going to do is name it, and I can name that whatever I'd like to. We'll go ahead and do another baseball one, but we'll actually name it Baseball 2. I set up a baseball test already, as you saw on the previous page. So we're going to name this quiz Baseball 2, and then we have a type of question, which is just dependent on what you're asking. So we can call this team, and this will all make sense once I start recording these questions here. So we have team, and then we have a type of answer, and we'll put location. So now we have team and location. We're going to hit save, and now that folder is there. And what I can do now in order to set up this quiz here is I come in here into record, and as you see here we have question, which is highlighted, and this is pair 1, which really means question 1, but it's pairing question and answer, and this is a team. So I'm going to now record the question for this first pair here. The Dodgers. So I've recorded the team, and now I'm going to record their location, and I'm going to go ahead and record the answer now. Los Angeles. And so as you can see now, I created a question and answer. I can go ahead and create another one, which I'll do. The Giants. And then I'll do the answer as well. San Francisco. We can even go through and create a third one, which we'll do as well real quick. The Yankees. New York. And so as you can see now, I've created 3 questions. And if I'd like to, I can come back in here, and if you notice, I come into this folder here. It's going to show that there are 3 pairs in that test now. If I'd like to take the test, I simply just have this, make sure I have this selected here in the folders manager. I come in here into test, and this is where I go ahead and test my knowledge. And basically how this works is, as you see here, we have the question, which is highlighted, and I simply just drag this little arrow thing over here into the queue, and it's going to ask the question. The Dodgers. So now it's asked the question, and then so basically I set this quiz up to where it says the team name, and then the answer is going to be where they're from. So I can guess the answer now, and once I've guessed, I can play the answer by scrolling over to the A. Los Angeles. And so now it's played. Now if I got it correct, what I would do then is I would scroll up to this little green button, which will allow me to keep stats on my how well I do on this test, and if I get it wrong, I drag down to the red button here below. Now either way, it's going to go ahead and automatically play the next question when I do that. Let's say I got it correct. The Yankees. Now as you can see, I went ahead and selected that. It's given me now a point for being it right, for getting this right, which I'll be able to view here shortly, and it's asked me the next question. Again, I can guess the answer, and once I've guessed, or if I don't know, I can play the answer back. New York. And then I can say whether I got it right or wrong. Let's say I got it wrong. The Giants. So as you can see now, then it asks the next question again, and I basically can go through the same deal here again and again. Now one thing that I can do here is, if you notice, I have this test. This brings me here into pairs, and as you see here, these are my pairs, and this will show how many fails I've had on a test. So as you see here, I've failed once before. This shows my successes and my fails on these questions, and I can listen then to each of these and see whether I got it wrong. So I've been asking team to location. I can actually switch and give a location, and then the answer would be the team. And I simply do that by coming here into the settings, and I can choose this question right here, directions of the test. And that allows me to change that here, which actually I already had set. So as you see here, I can have it always go question and then answer, or I can have it switch orders. So again, now we are in the settings here, and there's a few other options. We can choose now to change our sorting options here. We also have secondary sorting options, which we can change. And the other cool thing is that we can actually set up auto answer, which was actually on as well. And you probably noticed as I was doing this review. But if we want it off, it will stay off and it will not automatically answer the question. But if we'd like to, we can set it here for up to 5 seconds, actually up to 8 seconds, excuse me, and we can leave that set if we like. I'm going to go ahead and leave this off now. Now another cool thing about this app is that with this app you can also import other people's quizzes that they've created, and in order to do that we simply select this button here. It's going to open a Safari page and take us to the iVocAudio website, and here there's going to be shared files from other users, and as you can see here, this is a new app, so there's going to be limited options right now, but there's actually already 51 folders here. And if I'd like to, I can go ahead and zoom in here and view these. And for instance, let's say I wanted one of these tests here. We have vocabulary about house in Turkish and English. So we're going to select that, and it's going to open us up another page here. And now it's brought us to the page about that test. We can come in here and zoom in again and hit this little arrow icon, which is going to take us to a download page. And we'll wait for this to load here. Okay, and so now we're on this page here, and in order to import this, I simply hit open in iVocAudio. And now it's opening the app back up, and we'll be able to come in here into folders, and as you see here, this import folder is right down here, this Turkish one. And to add that into my list here, I go ahead and select it and put import to my iVocAudio. Now it's going to be added, and as you see, it's right here. I can go in here into test the same way and start asking questions.
Elevator.
And I can start this test here, which is giving me household items in Turkish and English language. So as you can see here, this allows you basically to create tests in whatever you may be interested about, and you can go through and test yourself on that knowledge. I set up the baseball one that you see here. I also set up another baseball one that is on teams or World Series titles. I was just playing around with some facts and things like that just to see what it's like. But as you can see, there are many uses for this test, whether you're just wanting to test your knowledge for fun or test your friend's knowledge, or if you actually need to study for an exam. This app can be very useful to you. But again, it's called iVocAudio. It's available in the App Store. Pick it up today.